Welcome to the Eleganta, a novel of Fairykind podcast. I am Denny Swartzlander, and I am here to tell you the story of Fairykind.
And I'm afraid this changes everything. Then, in a manner as though he wanted to say anything else, anything at all, he spoke these words. The child must not remain here. She must leave the village tonight. Ethowin looked up with us. You will need the Queen's help. If indeed our enemy has knowledge of Lyra, they will come for you and your child. The Queen may be the only one who can protect you. Behind the castle walls you will find safety. I'm sorry, my dear, but this village will be the first place they look. We must find a protector, and I think I know one who will not fail us.
These troubling thoughts. The performance and feast will go on, as it must to let Ethowin and Lyra leave in secret, without question. You will go to the wall guard and tell them only that they must be ready and aware, watching the forest beyond with a careful and meticulous eye.
And when the beasts come, will there be a chance for us? The mother looked down sweetly at Preen, never a sign of fret upon her face.
Preen, there is a darkness greater than I have ever felt now forming in the south. It is moving to here. I do not believe we will survive it. But Bila Imute has a role to play. We are not the future of Fairykind. Illyri-born fairies are fading into the past. Our part now is to ensure the survival of Ethowin and Lyra Eleganta. We may all disappear. There is no changing that now. But they will give rise to a new future. They are the only ones that can.
Preen's eyes shifted and his wings shuddered about, swept by a chill of sorrow. If that is what must be done, he said, his voice shaking but loud, then so be it. We will stand in the way of the hunt and do all that we can to stall the Dark Ones in their path.
Yes, we are strong. We will not go gently. We must hold out now. Let us party like fairies.
The crowd held large wampa nutshells used as drinking glasses. Each one was filled with swallow sap. Everyone held their shells high in the air.
To Ethowin and to Queen Amelie, may she bring us younglings soon.
The fairies drank from their shells and the celebration began. A group of musicians fluttered through the air, playing wooden instruments resembling flutes and harps. The sounds of merriment carried across long tables of food, with nearly every dish in some way using the leaves of the hawthorn tree. Large bowls of sap were strewn about, easily accessible to all. Joyous times ensued as the sap was consumed, and it was soon time for the play to be performed. Upon the stage stood a set. The show continued as more and more designs were drawn in the sky. There was a crackling torch, a speeding dragonfly, an enormous fairy doing glittering spins, and even an image of a wolf-like creature being slashed by a gleaming sword. These amazing moving images of fire filled the night sky, interspersed by swirling and flashing explosions of colorful light. The display could be seen from quite some distance, and a ways outside the village, atop a small cleared hill, it caught the sight of Ethowin Eleganta. Following behind Waina, she had just moved into the clearing when she looked back and saw in the distance the bright and beautiful colors showering over her village. The sight of it brought a smile to her face. She thought of her fellow fairies, of Pheolin, Kaya, and Preen, and held those thoughts close. Then, holding Lyra tightly to her chest, she and Waina continued on into the woods, and soon the canopy of leaves blocked out the sky and any sight of the distant fire play.